Well, hello, all you beautiful peeps out there in the interwebs. This is hello from Tashlan and from Child of the Dog, who you might be able to hear scratching in the background, and from Puddin' and Pie the Pussycats, who are outside hunting insects. This is Prison Architect, and straight away I want to apologise for not doing any recording last week. It just was one of those weeks that wasn't working for me. I've had to go to the doctor and I've been given some medication because I have, believe it or not, great difficulty in sleeping. And it was starting to wear me down because I was having like maybe 3 or 4 hours sleep every day, and this has been going on for a long time. So they're trying to, they said it's something like a disordered sleep phase syndrome or something like that. It just means that I'm awake when everybody else is asleep. So we're trying to work on that as a problem. So don't know how it's going to work. But I am not going to let that deter me in the least. What I'm going to do here, I'm pretty sure, no, let me not be silly. I think I was leaving those spaces to be, I thought it was power, but it's not, is it? It's sniper towers. The power is there, and that is still something that they've got in progress. Okay, but what we can do is do our cables. So we are going to need power coming through here like this, and then down through here, and we need to keep our generator a fair distance away from any sort of walls because we've got events going and they'll blow up. That's pretty much what's going to happen. We don't want that to happen. So this, I think, was the kitchen. So I'm going to need power going through there, aren't I? And that's the canteen. And I think I was going to make this like a shower cubicle, so I'll make this a little bit of a dorm. It's been a couple of weeks, so I am having a little difficulty remembering what everything was going to be. But we'll take this off pause to let them get on with the building. And we'll start putting in the concrete wall for everything. And I see, oh, ka-chung, that's loud, isn't it? This should actually be a wall there. And we will knock that down. That just gives that little bit more space, and we could pop a door in over there. And I'll follow this and this. It's not me if there's not a mistake in here somewhere, is it? Okay, so we'll have this in here. Oh yes, I think this was going to be like a little common room. I am struggling to remember what planned, but we'll follow the plans and then see how it works out, you know. Why not? It's all good. It's all good, people. Was I going to make this a little storage? Yes, I've got these two little open areas. I don't think that my brain was really connected when I was doing all of this, but it's okay. I know I wanted to have like a fence, but I'm wondering if a concrete wall wouldn't be better than a fence. Give a little extra bit of security. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a concrete wall there, concrete wall down to there, and then we'll take that along to there for now. And I think we'll bring this perimeter wall along here. So do we have, I think we've only got a plan for that there, so we'll throw that in there. Okay, yeah, and I think that'll work for doing the concrete wall up there as well. And give it a space. I've probably got one too many. That's no, so good. Get rid of all of it. Oi, sheesh. These things are sent to try us. Oops. Okay, did I put power running through here? Ah, this was where I think I was putting storage. It's all coming back to me. But I don't want that to be part of this. So I think that I'm going to put another power station, checking where the wall is, so we want space around it, so if it blows up it doesn't take out anything too serious. And then we will take cables down from this station into here. And then we will designate this as a storage. Let's expand this. Storage. There we go. So that'll be storage straight away. Oops. Don't right click, left click. So all the storage can go in there. We've made these bigger, so that's nice. And they're busy working away in here. I'm looking at this structure and I can't think for the life of me what's going to be there. I think this was going to be the yard, so I think we're pretty safe. I've got a jail door kind of there, but I think I'll put it sort of in here instead. So we'll put a large jail door in there. We'll put a large jail door in there. I think this will be just fine with simple doors like that. Because we've got all this enclosed into a jail door. We'll put that as a jail door. Yeah, I'm really confused as to what all these little rooms were meant to be. No, I just want to do that. Oh, no, shower, a yard, kitchen, canteen. But I was thinking, I mean, if this is going to be minimum security, we could turn this into visitation. Because this we want to be, this will be a holding, this might not be big, oh, it will be big enough for a holding cell. And little shower, the little toilet. That'll be the yard. This can be a little common room, and this can be visitation. That's not the worst idea that it could be. I've had worse ideas. Okay, so while they're building that, this advances. I really hate that you can't sort of advance the day-night cycle or go into some kind of construction mode. Because I want to do our offices, and I usually do them in a stripe, but I'm thinking I'd like to do them maybe along this way, so it'll give us more room up here to sort of add things in. Oh, ka-chunk, something went in. Yeah, yes, we definitely need to get offices in probably before we even get this completed. So let's go into planning mode. So we've got, we want something coming through here, don't we? And I think I just want to make that a corridor. I'm comfortable with having open space, and let's make that a little bit longer like that, because if we want we can branch it off. And I'm just checking. I want to leave at least that kind of space if we're going to branch off. I think that'll be fine. And then I think that this can be where we put our offices. And I know the offices size, it's minimum 5 by 5, isn't it? 4 by 4. Oh, well, there we go. But I don't want to use the quick build offices. Yeah, no, let's not. Let's be original for a change. I'd like the offices to be a little bit bigger, so we're going to have a corridor going to the offices. Let's give them a sort of 6 by 6. No, I'm deleting 6 by 6. I'm going to do about 7 offices. I'm trying to think. Because what I want is for the psychologist office to actually be accessed differently. So let's have a look at the staff. The ones that need an office is... We need one for the warden, one for the chief, and one for the foreman. That's 3. One for the accountant. That's 5. And then I want 3 different psychologist offices, one for each. You know, maybe even 4. But I want to make provision for that elsewhere. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offices here. And I think what I'm going to do down here is actually put the psychologist offices, because I think that putting the psychologist offices, workshops, chapel, all that kind of thing in a sort of central band might be an idea. Not sure. Not 100% convinced of that yet. Still thinking about that. Because I might actually from here do a chapel thingy. My mind won't work. Let's do the initial 5 for starters, like so. We will have that as a little enclosed, and I'm doing this so if I want to branch through, then I can. I'm sort of leaving myself the option of having corridors on, because I want this to be a tad more secure. I still want open spaces, but I want those open spaces to be minimally accessible by the prisoners. Although, as I discovered, digging out's like really not a problem. But we've got the sapper guy, haven't we? So digging out might be more of a problem. Yeah, so what we'll do then is we'll go to foundations, and the whole prison's going to be concrete. I'm going to pause just for a second so that I can make sure that I get all of this exactly how I want it, right up to there. And then I think that if I put the large jail door in here, that should be the entrance that will build this up. We'll then also need to go into utilities, and we want this to sort of service this area, so we will use this one for these offices here. So we'll bring this down and across and a little bit down. I think that should be sufficient. And we'll take that off pause, so let them run with it. Okay, so now here, materials. I'm going to create a little area here of sand, and then grass. And yes, I'm fully aware this is not necessary, but oops, I do it because I like it. We'll do that, and we will designate this as a yard. I know what I was going to do. This whole thing was going to be the holding cell, but this was going to be like a little bit of a bedroom bit, and this was going to be a little bit of a sitting bit. It's all come back to me. Okay, so as objects go, we'll put some benches in here. We'll put benches there and there and there. We will also put in some weights benches as soon as my eyes will find them. There we go. Put them on this little sandy bit we've created over here. There we go. Yes, I think that'll be okay. I think... Ah, that's the other thing, isn't it? That I need to consider is heating and that kind of thing. So I definitely wanted some way of getting to here, because these spaces are what I'm kind of leaving to be able to put in. Whew, so much to think of. Okay, so we will want a staff door. Oops, press the wrong button. For anyone who wants to know, a zoom apparently. I'll put in a door there and a door there. And I think that the intention is there's going to be a concrete wall here. So let's just throw that in while we're at it. And then I'll need to look at utilities and a water boiler. Here we go. So it requires a water connection, and it looks like an electrical connection. So we will, if we put that there, then it's got the electrical connection, and we are needing to connect our water pipes. So let's bring this utility down through here and then down into this corridor, because we are going to need water down here, so we might as well just get on with that. And then I'm presuming just a small pipe would be adequate there. Then while we're at it, we will throw small pipes here, and this is going to be a shower. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to configure it, so we'll just do that. And across here will be where we'll put our toilet, and I'll do the same, so I'm covered whatever I decide to do. So great, we have a yard, and oops, ticked off. Nice. It would seem to be struggling a little bit with power. Yes, so we'll bring this in so we've got more power in there. Okay, so let's work on, we needed to demolish those walls there. We don't want those in there. And then meanwhile we will get a cooker and we'll put that in there, and there's a sink. Let me zoom in, make sure it's the right way. Yep. And a fridge, and we will also pop a bin over there. And then over here we require a serving table, and then we will do tables here and benches here, and here. Did we even put the wall in there yet? No. Because why? And I wasn't sure if I needed to demolish that as well. Oh no, it is. They're just doing things strangely. Okay, so then we will put that, which means we then get a staff door here, and I think we might as well just put an ordinary door in here and in here, because what we're going to have is a large jail door here. We're also going to have one here, bung in those walls, across to there. And what we're also going to put in, which I haven't put in any of my other jails, I don't think, is we are going to put some metal detectors in. We're going to put them in here, and we are going to put them in here. We're also going to put one there. Because, you know, we know how easy it is to get in and steal from the kitchen. And we are going to have to... Oh, look! One cable. One! Just the one. And we're going to need to... I'm pretty sure, yeah, bring some cabling. I'm trying to see what's the quickest. Probably there. That'll just link that up, won't it? Okay. So that would be that. That's pretty much... If we go now to rooms, that should be an adequate kitchen, and it'll be because there's no canteens, but that's okay. Here's one we prepared earlier. Okay, so that one's happy. So we'll look in here now. So we want toilets, don't we? Go to our objects, toilets. Is it better to have them like that? Or even like that? We can put 3 in if we do that. I don't want them sitting knee to knee is what I'm sort of thinking. I think 3 toilets in there should be adequate. And now the shower heads, I always struggle to know which way is the right way. I think that the fat bit's the head and the other bit's the bit that attaches to the wall, but you know, there's room for doubt there. We'll do that. Oops, and we'll do that, and then we'll pop a drain just there. I'm also going to do the whole materials thing. We're going to have ceramic floors in here, and down these long corridors, because it increases movement speed, I'm going to put the metal like that. Because these, it always seems to me that white tiles work well in the kitchen and sort of canteen area. That doesn't seem right. That just seems like it's going to replace the wall. I don't want to replace the wall. I just want to put down some floor. And yeah, if this is going to be a common room, then the ceramic floor will do. And I think, in all honesty, the ceramic floor will do all the way. That should be okay. Now with objects, do we have, I've been thinking about this, is there a new object now for heating? Radiators, there we go. This is not something I have considered. So we're going to need a radiator in all of these places, possibly more than one. So let's, why did I miss that bit? Let's see to doing this, and I think they're going to have to be all wired into that hot water thing, aren't they? Possibly a radiator there. Yes, now they're all saying they need the hot water pipes. Oh, that's fine. So if we go to utilities, hot water pipe, there we go. So that's going to come down to there, and then across there to there and to there. I don't know if they've got a limited radius like the small pipes have got. So this is definitely something that I'm going to have to discover. Have I already? It's quite difficult to see whether you've actually placed something or not. So I'll let them place it, I think, and then I'll see where I'm at with that. Here they come down. It's quite nice that, you know, we're seeing something a little bit different. yes, let's let them put these pipes in. I think that I'm okay sort of dragging the pipe across to there. And then this one I can bring to here, and we'll go down, bring this across. It doesn't look like they lose pleasure. They don't lose pleasure. Oh no. Pressure. Right. We might as well come down here, take this across, and do you know, it just occurred to me that all the other prisons I've had, they've had cold water showers. Like, wow, how mean am I? Okay, and we'll take that down to there. Hopefully that has everything connected. We'll come back to that if we see anything's flashing at us. I think they're still flashing because there's like missing bits of pipe in there, because we've created a bit of a very weird way of getting around. We haven't really thought this through well at all. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a staff door here, and I'm going to put walls around here. Not entirely sure what I'm going to make that area, but it is going to give them an easier way to access into there. Mostly stopped flashing at me now, and this little bit of ceramic that I missed for some unknown reason. So let's have a look. If it's still flashing, have I missed, or is it out of pressure? That's it. There is a limit, and this is where the limit is. Okay, so I think what we're going to need to do is let's remove this pipe, and I'll explain why I'm doing that. And then what we will do is we will instead put another water boiler, and we will put it over here, because this can be a corridor down, you see. So if we put another water boiler over there, and then connect that to those pipes, that should do it. And then we will take these small pipes here and connect that, I don't know if that's working, down to there. Then that should be those two. Does that need electricity as well? I think it does. So we'll bring our electrical cable down as well. Yeah, there we go. So that should solve this little problem down here. This is, as you know, something that I've never done before, so it's kind of good to know that there is a limit. And in a way I like that, because my plan with this is sort of to build a lot of little self-contained units. So knowing that it has that limitation is quite good. We are going to need to put radiators and that in here, because people are going to freeze when they come in here. But first of all, let's put down ceramic floor in here like that, and there goes the ceramic floor in. Then we need to think objects again. We need to think radiators, which were down the bottom, weren't they? Yeah, there we go. So I'll put one in there, one in there. This is a big space, so, and I wonder if there's a way of seeing what the overall temperature of your prison is. Now I wonder if this boiler can service this little area. Let's see if this is adequate. It might be close enough. I like the aspect that there are these limitations, and I'm not worrying too much about if this doesn't make it, because I can put another one and just sort of break this link over here somewhere, break it. But we'll see. We've got to test the limits of this, just to see how it goes. And those pipes are going in nice and quickly. And oh look, this whole area has been done now. So what I just want to go into planning, and I'm just gonna get rid of a door space. Oops, no, not there, there. And that's just because it annoys me when it stays. It's like over here, this one stayed, and it just bothers me. I'm gonna get rid of that. Whatever else was annoying me. That. And I know that was planned. It's fine. Okay. So now I want to go here to concrete wall. So what we want to do now is we want to build up this wall here. So I mean, we've spent loads and loads of money and we don't have a single prisoner yet. It's all good. Right. Do we not have any power coming through here? And we never will if that's perimeter wall. Because cables can't go under perimeter wall. That was silly of me. Okay, so let's dismantle all of that. And all of that. And then we'll take this electrical cable. Let's just see up to where I've dismantled it. Up from there. Down to there. That should fix that problem. And oh, dismantled. One more. Okay. So that should fix that problem. What we also have to do, I mean, we wanted to have this as a bit of a dorm. So we will go back to objects and we're going to have bunk beds. And I think one there, one there, and then one there, one there. I'm looking at it in relation to where the radiators are. One there, and then one there, and one there. So that's like 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 16 capacity. I mean, we could be really mean and stick people in the middle there, but no, I think that's fine. And what I also want to do is I do want to put in some windows. So we'll put one there, put one there, put one there, one over here, have a couple here in this lounge, and in here, and even in there, place I generally forget. And you know, we can have some along this corridor as well. That would be interesting. Okay, so we also will want to put in some benches for them to sit here. We'll put them nicely by the radiators here. Put one in there as well. I suppose no. What I also want to put is, I think they can have a TV in here. So we'll put the TV somewhere over here, and they can have a radio. Plop that in the corner over here. That'll be nice. I think we're going to need some bins. Put a bin in here as well. Maybe a bin over there. And I keep changing my mind about this room because this could very much be repurposed into a common room. Not sure if it would work. Okay, so we need a shower. Let's do where the shower is. That should be pretty easy. So we have that one, and we pretty much want the rest of this to be holding cell for now. And if you can hear all that rustling, that's one of the cats playing with their cat tunnel. So there we go. And then it's just guards and cooks that we need for that. So that's good. So we really need to get an office. Okay. We have a problem here. Why? I wonder if that won't get fixed by me just taking that across there. Let's give that a go. I like all this testing out because, like I say, it's something I've not done. Alright, so now the offices. Let's get some objects in here. I want no. I want large windows in all of these offices. Like so. And we can even, like I did before, put them in this corridor. Why do corridors have to be dingy? And then obviously we need the filing cabinet in all of them. And I know I can do one office and then clone it, but meh. It's just as easy to do it this way. Put that there, and then an office desk. Pop that over there. Like so. And I'm also going to put in a couple of chairs, because I mean, if you've got an office, then don't you normally have people visit your office? So we will do that, and they will get fancy tiles. Hey, it's raining. That's new, isn't it? Like weather? I'm pretty sure I've never seen it raining before. Okay, that's cool. I like that. And then we'll put the fast walking tiles here, and of course staff doors on all of these. Okay, going like a Boeing. And then we want to designate these as office. La la la. We've got offices. Right, now that means that we can now hire a warden. Ta-da! And he takes that office. Nice. Now, this of course means that we can unlock finance. We're also going to want security, maintenance, psychology, health, because we're going to want that pretty soon. So we'll set them working on that. Because then all we need to do is hire an accountant, and we'll have that little bit of extra cash there. And so here we go. We've pretty much got our basic detention center. We're not hiring staff because, you know, that's a drain, and we don't need any further drain on our finances right now. I don't know, I think this is quite nice. And yeah, I will change this into a dorm and this into a common room. I think that will work out better. And then this could be changed into a visitation, or it could be a chapel, or many possibilities. I'm thinking I'm going to expand this area down here. I'll show you just quick in the planning. Okay, I'm sort of thinking of expanding this sort of down this way. Thank you, autosave, for making that completely wrong. Try that again. Down here to some extent. like so. And I'm thinking that we can have in here, it might be a corridor, but then we can, because it's 5 by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, there's plenty of room to throw in a chapel and you know, a laundry. Just trying to do that so we can have a laundry. We can have a little cleaning cupboard. Doesn't have to be huge. Cleaning cupboard and a laundry. And then round this end is where we could think about having the classrooms and workshops, and that would be one self-contained little block, which I think would work. If we put that as a corridor like so, and then, you know, we've got classrooms. I mean, we can even incorporate a shop, workshop. So yeah, and then this is, I mean, this can even go further up if we wanted to. Doesn't have to be huge because, you know, we don't have that many prisoners in here. But we could have this for this little block, which might, see, I might then put the common room here and then turn this into another dorm. That again is a possibility, but then I would definitely change that out for a jail door. But yes, my mind keeps changing, but not so bad. Oh, we'll hire our accountant. Let's get her in her office wherever she wants to go, right next to the warden. Not surprised. So then we can get the accountant. We want that extra grant. I always think that's the best thing, and bank loans is always a good one. Get her working on those. Okay, well, I've done my usual, you know, aim for half an hour and wildly miss. So I'm going to sign off because the weather's looking really nice outside as opposed to how it is in the game, and I think I'm going to go for a nice long walk in the park. Sounds good to me. But thank you for sharing this time with me. And there's something flashing there. Why is that flashing? Minimum room failed. What? Okay. Apparently there was a room there. It might have been when I missed this. I missed it. Okay. But thank you for sharing this time with me. I'm going to put this on pause now. And looking forward to, yeah, there's going to be events, so we'll probably have explosions and things to deal with, so it's going to be so much fun. Till next time, thank you for joining me. I've been Tashland, Child of the Dog, from Puddin' Pie the Pussycats. You know we love you loads. Peace out, peeps. Thank you.